What is up, everybody? Welcome to Geeks Around Discussion Vidcast series. Of course, we are here talking about, in case somehow you haven't noticed, we are here talking about the most recent episode of Game of Thrones, episode 508, Hardhome. I love this episode so very much. I'm really excited to start talking about this, so we're going to hurry up and get through intro so we can do that. Let's go ahead and introduce the rest of our panel, starting off with our editor-in-chief, Matt Moore. What did you think of this episode? If you say anything except this episode was awesome, I'm banning you from this segment.
This episode was really, really good.
Okay, Matt's going to be banned from the segment.
I thought it was going to be me this time. I thought it was like, what about me? What about me?
Let's go into our gaming editor, Knuckles Goldberg, man. It's like, what did you think of this episode?
This episode left this reviewer cold.
Oh my God.
Winter has come. Isaiah, how about you, man? What'd you think of this one?
Man, I love this episode. It was just all over great shit. All over just great, great, great stuff.
And last and most certainly least, see what I did there? Lurad! What did you think of this one?
I found this episode to be the best Walking Dead one yet.
You know, it's actually funny that you should have that as your lower third, because for those of you viewers out there not watching this live, I'm actually, it's like right now, it's like as we're broadcasting this, I'm trying to debate, it's like in post-production, whether I'm going to use the Game of Thrones theme as our intro or the Walking Dead theme as our intro. I haven't decided yet, so I might kind of find a way to use both. It's like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I think The Walking Dead should take a page out of their zombies, because these zombies were unkillable.
Exactly.
I'm sure it's like, I mean, this was some 28 days later World War Z shit going on
I
here.
know, right? He was like, oh my God.
It wasn't no. It was like, we gonna kill them niggas!
But they got swords, they got axes. Like, good Lord. It's like, can you kill me, motherfuckers? Like, no, we're screwed.
Dude, I mean, they were literally running off a fucking cliff about 300 feet high.
Right, and their leader was like one of the White Walkers. So it was a badass, like, yeah, they're dead, but I can bring them back to life. Look at this, son. Oh, look, I got more armies than you. Oh. It was,
It's like,
Since we're on this topic,
yeah.
can I continue on with this topic, or are we going to come
Oh
back?
yeah. Oh no. It's like for shows I've hosted, it's like I've decided. It's like, I mean, fuck going through this thing chronologically. We're getting to the good shit right away.
In that
this
case,
was the good shit.
the worst possible plan of attack that you could possibly have is, one, cut off half your army and let the bad guys kill them, like, instantly. Then stand and fight right after you're a bitch like that. And then decide, you know what, maybe we should go to the boats. Look, motherfuckers, all of you motherfuckers get to the boat. That's step 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's all the steps.
right.
Thank you.
And stop staring at it, too. Stop staring. Like, stop staring.
For real. It's like, I mean, as usual for episodes of Game of Thrones, like myself, Matt, and Knuckles all watch this shit together. And it's like the second this whole thing started, it's like I'm sitting there screaming at the TV. It's like, get the fuck out of there. It's like, dude, it's like, I mean, I know I'm black, you know, black people like horror movies, because don't get it twisted. The last 15 minutes of this episode was a fucking horror movie. And you know the niggas be the first to die. So it's like, I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, and that's just what's going to happen with this.
Basically, it's like,
fuck this shit.
right. It's like,
I mean, they lock the freaking gate so they can make their escape, and then they don't escape.
right.
And then it's like, no. And then that fucking thing, yeah? That fucking thing. It's like, it's like after all the noise stopped outside the front gate, it's like, he gonna come over there all slow and start, like, you know, peeking through the gate and shit. Gee, I wonder what's going on out there. That's some white people shit, y'all. Like, y'all white people always trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, man. Y'all need to act a little more like black folk. It's like, Isaiah, back me up on this one, dude. Shit going on. We get the fuck out of there. We don't give a flying fuck what it is.
Like,
We don't want to know what it is. We ain't gonna investigate a motherfucker. We just gonna get the fuck out, dude.
Yeah,
Like, we got boats over here, about to go over, like, you know, the ocean or whatever, and over to Castle Black. Yeah, fuck this shit. I'm out. Isaiah.
yeah, like, it's just white people are dying, time for us to get the fuck out of here. Like, come on, man, let's go. Let's go.
But there was one problem.
A bunch of white people died, dude. That's a hit and a half of your ass. It's time to fucking go, dude. I'm gone.
There was one problem. There wasn't enough boats for everybody.
Actually, they can swim. They can swim.
No. First one was like, I
They
got
did that
weapons.
eventually.
Trust me, I'd have found room on a boat.
Right.
Don't worry.
I'll be swimming. I'll be swimming. I'll be swimming like
Once I got a club, trust me,
So-
I'm getting on a boat. Believe that
So
shit.
Isaiah, you said you would swim.
hell yeah.
So we're gonna. Is that the same antics that the people on the Titanic had? Let's swim
Exactly.
in ice cold fucking water.
Yeah. Hey, it's better to be. It's more better to become a white walker.
You would have been like.
Wait. In the Titanic, there was nothing to swim to.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah,
They
they were
could've
just
swam
sitting
to some
there,
boat.
They were sitting there for hours. They would have been swimming for no more than 15 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, it's just literally leave here, go someplace these motherfuckers aren't.
But
Not
these
that
motherfuckers don't know how
They
to.
can't swim. They can't swim. It's like, oh my god, they can't swim. Let's keep swimming. Go on,
And
faster.
besides, I mean, Titanic is a bad example because, like, I mean, the whole ship going down, the whole reason is like the whole fear there is the water. In this case, the fear wasn't the water. The fear is, these undead motherfuckers trying to trying to eat a motherfucker. Yeah,
The fear of the world. Yeah.
choose the water. We're gonna go with that.
Right. It was like
See,
it was
the problem-
really.
the problem I have was, well, there was no problem with this episode. This episode was hands down the best one over the last 2 years. These fuckers can't swim.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I don't even think they knew how to do the doggy paddle.
They resorted to swimming eventually, but
How
Wait,
is
who are you talking about? It was like, wait, hold on, Matt. Who are you talking about, Lewis? Like, are you talking about, like, the undead and the White Walkers?
No,
Or
the
you-
people that were living.
Are you
Okay.
sure? Dude?
I don't know. If I lived near a fucking ocean, I'd learn how to swim.
Yeah, same here. Like, yeah, you
The
gotta
majority
swim.
of those people are gonna know how to fucking swim.
Yeah, that's impossible. Like, you have to swim. You guys know how to swim in this world. Like, come on
Do
now.
you know how to swim?
A little bit.
Irrelevant question, dude. It's like I'm pretty sure he doesn't know how to hunt either because he's not in this
Oh,
world.
I can tell you right now, I don't know how to hunt.
Exactly. It's like, I mean, the
man.
people's like the free folk is like I'm presuming that they got skills that necessitate survival, and swimming is kind of pretty high up on the good old priority list. I wouldn't imagine that many of them know how to read, but
Right.
know how to swim. Yeah, dude.
no,
to.
Tormund must be like Little John and Robin Hood, like he just falls in a puddle and starts screaming.
I was gonna say, I know how to hunt because it was one of the early missions in Trevor's storyline in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay, it was actually a side quest mission, not really a story mission. It's still out there now.
NT way. Jesus Christ. But this entire scene was probably one of the best things ever, and it actually included a lot of things that again, it's like I'm going to point out differences between this and what was in the books, and about this scene, roughly all of it. It's like this is something that never took place at all. Period.
Yeah.
Ever. In the books, like y'all have to understand. It's like for y'all that have not read the books, Jon Snow was never even seen a White Walker before in the books, let alone killed one.
Oh.
And also something that was revealed in the show that we didn't know from the books is that Valyrian steel turns out pretty useful against White Walkers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, me and Matt were debating this a little bit, but I assume that the secret to Valyrian steel is that it's infused with dragon glass.
Well, I think that the secret to Valyrian steel is more that it's forged with dragon fire, and the dragon fire is kind of the important thing that defeats White Walkers. Like I don't know about the whole dragon glass thing, but keeping the dragon thing, because that is how Valyrian steel is that's one of the steps in the process of how Valyrian steel is forged is via dragon fire.
The one problem with that is that ice, the sword ice, got broken down and reforged into two different swords. And unless the person who did that just happened to have a dragon in the back.
Well, no, because this is like, I mean, the steel is made. That's why Valyrian steel is just so important. That's why they don't waste any of it, like doing some bullshit. That's why there's like Valyrian steel fork or Valyrian steel whatever bucket.
Chamber pot.
Because Valyrian steel is the process of how to create Valyrian steel has been forgotten over the ages in this world.
Wow.
So Valyrian steel is just that fucking important. But everybody forgot why it was important. And
so it's rare.
In this scene, oh yeah, it's extraordinarily rare. But in this particular scene here, I think we found out exactly why Valyrian steel is so important. The ancient reason, because hey, this shit kills White Walkers. Because like one has to remember that the whole White Walkers and things beyond the wall and all these mystical creatures and shit, it's something that was a big deal like way back in the day, like several centuries before we started off in the story of Game of Thrones.
Also known as 4 winters ago.
Yeah, basically. But it's like this shit happened so long ago that people in the modern age, they've kind of disregarded all this shit, and it's just bedtime stories, just, stuff you tell your kids and whatnot. Hey, look, better peek under the bed. White Walker's coming to get you. You don't get that kind of shit. Yeah. So it's like in the minds of the majority of Westeros right now, it's like, I mean, these are things that don't actually exist. Of course, the Night's Watch knows very differently.
Right.
Because before, it's like, back in those days, serving as a member of the Night's Watch was a really big deal. It's like, I mean, it wasn't always just, criminals and rapists and shit like that. It used to be like a badge of honor to go and serve the Night's Watch in order to defend the realm against all of this other shit that would come and try to harm the realms of men. But so much time has passed since anybody's actually seen anything that what it was and what it is anymore.
So I mentioned this last night, but I'm going to mention it here on camera. I need to register the website JonSnowIsAPussy.com because it would be such irony, because Jon Snow he has some fucking brass balls. Seriously.
Oh, yeah.
He did. Facing up a White Walker? Wow.
Yeah, it's like
White Walker with the weapon he wasn't sure would actually be effective.
Right, because he was screwed either way. Like, man, I'm screwed.
Yeah, but it's like the cool thing about that scene is like, because that White Walker sitting there just straight up shattering weapons, even he was shocked when Longclaw deflected his blow. It's like, it was like, you could see it. It's like, I've watched an episode a few times now. And it's like, yeah, you look on his face like, what in the fuck?
That's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been pissed if that fucking sword shattered, though. If it actually had shattered, I would have been upset.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we do have one more sword that could repel White Walkers.
We actually have a few. It's like, I mean...
I know one offhand for sure is with Brienne.
Yeah, Oathkeeper is Valyrian steel. Is Nito Valyrian? I'm not sure. I was thinking that last night. It's like, because I remember that was forged for Arya. It's like Jon Snow had it done. But I can't remember if it was Valyrian.
It's Castle Forge. It's not Valyrian steel.
Okay.
Oh.
So Jaime still has a Valyrian steel. Wait, does Jaime have a Valyrian steel sword at this point?
No, he gave it to Brienne.
Oh yeah, that is Oathkeeper.
Joffrey had the other one, so I don't think they've done anything with that one yet. Tommen might have it.
Tommen ain't doing shit. He ain't doing nothing.
He's depressed in his little bedroom.
Yes, he's depressed.
Him has a sad. Oh,
I had no mama, no girl, no wife.
His mama and that pussy he was getting in is taken away from him.
I'm just curious to know how many of y'all were fucking laughing your asses off when Cersei was getting hit with that ladle.
Oh, for sure, dude.
But me, I was laughing like crazy because she's still talking shit.
That was like, about fucking time, bitch.
Right. Like, she still kept talking shit, like, oh, this be the last place you ever see again. Like, really? Stop talking shit. She got me water. Stop talking shit.
I'm gonna kill you.
Right, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you with this. Boom.
No, I think she's gonna kill that bitch.
How? That's the question. Like, how?
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that bitch is gonna die.
Yeah, she is gonna die, though. That's regardless. Like, yeah, she's gonna die.
Well, that's just ironic. Her son, like the king, is like being a little bitch in his bedroom. At some point, I have to hope. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, just to clarify, I didn't mean Cersei. I meant the nun.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, you think the nun's gonna kill Cersei?
No, I think Cersei is going to kill the nun.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
We're gonna see that.
But yeah, like the king's being a little bitch and crying in his room. At
Yeah.
some point, I hope he gets out of that room and actually starts regulating on some shit. And like, okay, I need 50 people because we need to round up these people and just kill them all. Fuck it, kill them all.
Well, these zealots are pretty much have a lot of strong.
I don't think that's going to happen quite as of yet because like we know at this point that Cersei's uncle Kevin, which is really weird to say because I actually legitimately do have an uncle Kevin.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, it's like her uncle Kevin is going to come and sort of run things, serve as the hand of the king during all the situation.
But you saw Cersei wasn't liking that idea.
Right.
She's like, "Get my son to me now." Your son's depressed in his room like a little bitch. He won't open the door to nobody, so we can't get your son to you. Damn it! I need my son to tell him to send Kevin back.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, and here's an interesting thing, like another huge departure from the books. Like while she was in prison, the only person to come and visit her with any kind of sense of regularity was Kevin.
Yeah.
And then the show was like, I mean, they have what's his name say that Kevin refuses, huh?
Maester Frankenstein.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but they have him say is like that Kevin, you know, refuses to see her, and this is just the season. It's like, and I'm not gonna stop pointing these out. It's like I know I've been doing this shit all season, but it is just really fascinating to me how many departures the show is making from the source material, and I'm loving all the changes. I'm enjoying it immensely because it's even keeping me guessing. It's like, I mean, short of one thing that Knuckles and I, and it's like, and we talked about this last night in private, but there's one thing that we are absolutely certain is going to happen this season. And for those of you viewers out there reading the books, y'all know damn well what I'm talking about. It's absolutely going to happen, and it's absolutely going to happen at the tail end of this season. But past that, we have no fucking clue what's going to happen next. And I just think that's fascinating.
Well, I believe this one scene where Jon Snow fought the White Walkers was all new material.
Oh yeah,
It was.
Jon Snow's never even seen a White Walker before.
I was just going to say real quick, I just double-checked. Widow's Wail, which was the other longsword that Joffrey had, was buried with him.
Oh, really?
They buried a Valyrian...
That's so stupid. So stupid.
But like you said, DeAno, they don't know the importance of the sword, so...
That's
Yeah,
true.
but they know Valyrian steel is like, I mean, epically important.
Right. It's like, why did you bury that little asshole? Really? Give him a fucking wooden sword.
I bet they're going to be digging up a bunch of kings' graves.
Basically, like, okay, they everyone's grave.
Well, my thought is if you were White Walkers and you knew this Valyrian steel could freaking kill you, wouldn't you just start collecting that shit? Be like, oh, let's kill this motherfucker and take his sword and put it on our side of the wall, because fuck them.
You assume that they know that. We don't know that. They could be just as ignorant as everyone else regarding that.
Oh yeah, I agree with that because that White Walker that was fighting Jon Snow, he seemed to be again, as like I mentioned this earlier, he was fucking shocked when Jon Snow's sword.
Yeah, but he didn't know it was Valyrian steel. He could have been shocked because he didn't realize what it was made of beforehand.
Right.
So maybe he thought that they were all gone.
That's conceivable.
Yeah.
No, that's a fair point.
But
But it's
now,
like, for me, it's like I honestly think that they didn't know.
right. But
And then, of course, I mean, to go back to the big battle and whatnot, we know just from like IMBD and shit like that, it's like the name of the character that raised all the dead bodies to join the White Walkers' army was the Night's King, and that's fascinating, extremely. Yeah, the Night's King, because in the books there's also a Night's King. The Night's King is Knuckles. Correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say the 13th or 14th Lord Commander of the Night's Watch.
Oh wow.
No, I think it's more the wait. Jon Snow?
No. The character is like the Night's King in particular. I'm pretty sure.
No idea.
Yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure it's like yeah. I'm sure if you will correct me if I'm wrong. It's like I am like looking it up now because I want to be sure that I'm right. But pretty early on and early Lord's Command of the of the Night's Watch.
Oh wow.
And to put it in perspective, it's like he was 13th or 14th. Jon Snow is the 998th.
Wow, that's crazy. To make you think like, are these other White Walkers part of Night Watch? It makes you think.
They could be. Didn't you see that this army is part of the White Walkers now? Raising up out of the ocean and shit?
Like, oh, shit, we got more armies in us. Okay, we need to group together and pretty much figure out what the hell we're going to do next, because we're kind of screwed. Yeah, you're kind of screwed, because your army's been cut down by half. Again.
Uh-huh.
That was actually, sorry, the conversation, that reminds me of the conversation where they're talking to the wildlings, and they're like, hey, we've got to team up, because if we don't team up, everybody's going to fucking die. How did, like, half the wildlings go, you know what, these unkillable creatures, the ones that if we do knock down, get right the fuck back up, we should totally stay here and fight them on our own. How do you make that decision?
Pride and ego.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand that logic at all either. That made no sense.
Joffrey's not that stupid.
Well, Joffrey's also a coward, so.
Yeah, he's dead now, so who gives a fuck?
I mean, he ran like a little bitch away from the Battle of Blackwater.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Like, I mean,
right.
of course, faced with this shit, I mean, this motherfucker would have, like, you know, something coming out of every orifice he had.
Right.
He's shitting himself, pissing himself, crying like a little bitch, probably blood dripping out of his ears and shit.
Right, like, oh my god, what am I doing?
What was that, Matt?
I was wondering where you're going to go with the ears on that one. More like,
Every orifice.
We also had Arya.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I like that scene a lot.
Oh, yeah. A girl finally got an assassination contract.
It was awesome.
And then what's her face? I don't know her name. I don't think she even has a name, or maybe she does, but no one cares. It's all like, oh, is Arya ready? It's like, I'm sorry, have you met her?
Right.
Like, and I said this as well last night. Other than the Hound, who she didn't kill because the Hound wanted her to kill her, Arya has killed every last motherfucker that's ever fucking did anything bad to her ever. Well, not
everyone that she's come across.
Everyone that she's come across that she's had a chance to kill, she's killed.
Yep.
It's
Absolutely made it a point to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a girl is ready.
Yeah, exactly.
She's beyond ready. She stays ready. Like, yeah, I'm always ready.
Blondie's asking that question, but really, is Blondie ready?
Obviously, she ain't. She ain't the one that got the assassination contract now, is she? It's like,
She's
bitch,
not ready.
get back downstairs and start scrubbing some more corpses. You know, how about you mind your fucking business? Let's try that plan.
Right. Because it makes yourself useful. Makes scrub those bodies really good. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Get
Like,
lost.
who the fuck do you think you're talking to? A girl is going to come and question a man about what a man thinks that another girl is ready for? A girl needs to know her fucking role and shut her fucking mouth is what a girl needs to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brown does not endorse any sex.
Wow.
Oh wait,
If you smell what a man is cooking.
we're fucked.
Wow.
DeAno said it. He's the man in charge. Fuck.
Wow.
Not all of Geeks around endorses what he says. How's that?
But he's a main person though. He's a core center. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's not saying much.
But it's true. Women should know their place, and that's that.
He said it, not me, folks.
Oh, okay. Ooh. he just jumped over a line. I ain't crossing. It's like, you are on your own, my
I
brother.
didn't say it, so hey.
Yeah, that ain't my shit.
When they want equality, they get it. But when they need
What the fuck? Equality?
they want to be treated equal.
Equality?
That makes no sense.
Lou, maybe you want to go ask your wife how to properly pronounce that word? She probably knows.
Oh no, I tell her, I put her in her place real quick too. Don't fucking tell me how to talk, goddammit.
Oh, look at the time. Let's go back to the show. Let's go back to the show.
All right, so
speaking of women,
his wife killed his ass.
Speaking of women knowing their place, how about that Dany?
Woo!
That was awesome.
That was amazing. That was straight
favorite shit. It's like Knuckles and Matt can tell y'all. It's like this is like the whole reason I wanted to see this episode. I was like, I wanted the episode to start right back where we left off. It's like I wanted more Daenerys and Tyrion. I was gonna be pissed off if I didn't get it, so I'm just sitting there staring. You know, it's like, I mean, they played the intro song and all that. Give me more Dany and Tyrion.
Shut the fuck up during the intro.
What I got.
He wouldn't shut up about it during the intros.
I really wouldn't.
Dany and Tyrion.
Yeah, I was like, give me. Then it happened. It's like, yes. It's like just two of my favorite characters on this show, meeting and interacting with one another. Something which, I mean, at the risk of being redundant, has not happened in the books at all, in the slightest, ever.
Just so you know, well, for the folks, when he was like, all right, I need to see Daenerys and Tyrion, I need to see it. In my head, because I'm an asshole, all I was thinking is, we need to have an entire episode based on Bran. We need to have Bran make the entire episode about him, just to fuck with DeAno.
Hey, but to your point, we got a name drop for Bran and Recon.
Yes, we did.
No, I was like, we'll get to that in the back in a bit. It's like right now we're on Dany and Tyrion, but it's like, yeah, we will get to that because that is actually pretty significant as well. But it was really, really cool. It's like once again we saw Tyrion use his gift for gab to put himself in a better situation than he certainly was in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to some people earlier today that felt that he turned on Jorah by being like, well, you know, he did, you know, betray you and what, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But seriously, what the fuck else could he say? It's like, I mean, I don't think they understand. Tyrion saved Jorah's life.
Right.
The only way he possibly could have.
First off, how the fuck can you turn on the guy who had you in handcuffs 48 hours ago?
Yeah, exactly. fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Tyrion.
And plus, you can't trust that guy anyways. Yes, he pretty much lied and pretty much done horrible things, but you can't trust him. You can't ever trust that guy.
I'm fucking glad Tyrion didn't have a chain at some point, because Tyrion would have fucking used it on motherfucker.
And plus, he's gonna die
We're
anyway.
lucky Tyrion didn't have a crossbow on him.
Right. He's gonna die regardless. He got that
I
dragon.
heard Tyrion's pretty good at using those.
He got that dragon. What's it called? Dragon scale? Dragon something.
By the way, it reminds me of something I saw on Reddit. I swear it's relevant. Someone actually ended up mounting a picture of Tyrion with a crossbow in their bathroom to where it faces into the bathroom.
I saw that shit too. Yeah, I totally saw that shit.
Wow.
That was pretty fucking funny.
Hell yeah. But it's just like just seeing just seeing Emilia Clarke and Peter Dinklage together in a scene for the first time was so amazing to me. It's like I particularly like that scene later, you know, because like this whole thing is like we began the episode out was like, you know, kind of the formal, you know, in front of the throne thing, and then later Tyrion's getting what he always wanted, what he's been asking for ever since he came to this continent. Wine.
I'll tell you more about how I killed my father for more wine. Yes.
Yeah. I was actually a little surprised. Like, he was much less insulting than I expected him to be.
Yeah, which was surprising. Like, man, you should be more insulting than this.
Never been one to kowtow to other people's demands, to people that are higher station. But he seemed to, he's all like, yeah, I'm just seeing if you're worthy of me working for. And that was the only, even sort of kind of not respectful thing he said. Everything else he said was completely and totally respectful.
Well, actually, he's still like, you want to. Well, he asked Dany, what you want to do with your new power ship? Like, I'm gonna take the Iron Throne. Like, yeah, okay. You want to go that's actually believable, not just fantasy, which is kind of funny. It's actually like, yeah, you had no chance in hell to get the Iron Throne. Maybe you like staying here, but yeah, she was determined to get the Iron Throne. I was like, okay.
I don't think that's why he asked those questions. I think he asked those questions not because he doesn't think that she can do it. I think he asked those questions to see how determined she is to do it.
Yeah, I mean, and besides which, like, I mean, it honestly is a legitimate question.
Yeah.
We announced at season 1 that she wants, to sit on the Iron Throne and, rule Westeros and whatnot. But the one question that no one's ever asked her until this episode is why. And that's why it's like I think this pairing is so important because Tyrion is the first person that she's ever had that gives it to her straight.
Right.
Nobody else has, like, I mean, because Tyrion called the shit out of it when he said that Jorah was in love with Dany. That shit was not. Dany had to be like the last person in the world to realize that.
No, I think she knew. I think she was a little surprised someone actually
he
said
luckily didn't bring up that he found him in a whorehouse with Dany impersonators.
Right. Oh my god, that was so funny. Like, oh god, like, so you met.
If he'd have mentioned that shit, I'm pretty sure Daenerys would have had him killed on the spot. Fuck, she might have just done it herself. It's like that motherfucker would have been dragon food. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like,
The boys
so
would
you
be
met
hungry.
and dressed up like me. Oh, okay. Every horse dressed up like me. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, guards, kill him now. Go, kill him. Like, wait, that ain't fair. I got you. No, okay, you're
But yeah, it's like, I mean, because it's like they have no real connections. Like they don't know. There's like no history there, and Tyrion is Tyrion. He's given everything to her absolutely straight. It's like, I mean, exactly what he thinks. I did really enjoy. It's like the first part when she was saying, it's like, yeah, it's like, what would you be my advisor? He's all, we just met. I don't know if you're worthy. if you deserve that. Like, I don't know if you're cool enough to hang with me personally. It's like that's yet to be decided. I'm awesome. I don't know you, bitch.
Right, get to know
That's
each
yet to be
other.
determined. Okay, because even it's like, I mean, and he pretty much explains to her that, it's like, okay, like killing me is an option. At least my last days were interesting. It's like I don't fucking care anymore.
That
He doesn't
was one of
care.
the good lines that he had a lot of good lines. That was definitely one of them.
Yeah, so what happened to that his other companion, the spider? Where's he at? He's still MIA.
I already told you guys like several episodes ago, like he planned for Jorah to kidnap that motherfucker.
He could have showed up sometime. Like, hey, show up anytime, buddy.
Probably keep taking him off his hands. Like I'm tired of dealing with this fucking imp.
He's always drinking all the liquor. He's drinking all the wine. He needs to go.
And he proceeded to drink up all Danny's wine. It's like and I like when he was explaining. It's like, yeah, one day if you don't execute me, I will explain to you why I killed my father. And on that day, should it ever come, yeah, we're gonna need a lot more wine than this. I was like, yeah, you know what, dude, that's totally fair. That's 100% fair. But the thing is, I can imagine that day coming. It's like I can totally see this whole advisor queen situation growing beyond what it is and them actually legitimately becoming friends. Because in a great number of ways, and even Tyrion pointed this out, they're a lot alike.
Well, that's very true. Terrible fathers, crazy family members. Yeah, pretty much.
A crazy family in general.
Yeah.
A fucking family of incest.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
And also,
That's
like,
your
I mean,
crime.
despite all the shit that they've both been through, both of them, when put down to the wire, try to do the right thing.
Yeah,
They
which is cool.
honestly try to do what they think is right. So it's like, I mean, given all the bullshit they went through, it's like, I mean, for either one of them, that could have gone another way. After all the shit Daenerys has been through, it's like, I mean, come on, she should be a balls-out psychopath.
Right.
I mean,
Even Tyrion, too.
Even Tyrion should. It's like, I mean, Tyrion's been hated and loathed, even by his closest family members, except for Jaime, his entire fucking life.
Yeah.
He's been loathed by everybody.
Even his whole life.
And nowadays he's loathed even by his brother, but he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't know that, but yeah, it's like
it's sad.
Given all the shit they've been through, for them to have both grown and to the people of the moral standing that they are and the intellect that they are is actually fucking amazing. So Tyrion and Daenerys do have a lot in common. That's why I was really, really excited to see the two of them together. It's like, and I'm looking for more of that, particularly because I like both of those actors so much. It's like I love Emilia Clarke, I love Peter Dinklage, and seeing them both in scenes together, it's like, I mean, it took us fucking 5 years, but hey,
it was worth it.
Totally. Yeah.
Now, speaking of that particular conversation, do we think that Tyrells might come over to this side?
I don't think it's going to make a difference.
To be with the other families.
It doesn't matter.
No, it really doesn't.
It literally doesn't matter, because while they're worried about, you know, the machinations of all of these houses and all the politics and whatnot, because Tyrion knows a lot about what's happening in Westeros and, you know, just the intricacies of, you know, how the houses connect with one another and who's in power and who's not. But the one thing he doesn't know about is the biggest threat to Westeros, and that's the fucking White Walkers,
right,
and the Night's King that's north of the Wall. The only people who are aware of that right now is Jon Snow, the Free Folk, and the Night's Watch. That's it.
And they're still screwed. There is
a hugely bigger threat than any of them could conceivably realize brewing, and nobody is aware of it except for them.
Well,
so like, what house is going to support who, and who shouldn't get, you know, politically? That ain't an issue. None of them know it yet, but honestly, that ain't an issue. They're bigger problems.
Yeah, it's like the end of the world's coming. Like, the end of the world is coming, man. We got to stop it, man.
Yeah, like, winter is no longer coming, motherfuckers. Winter is fucking here.
Yeah, the scary shit of all time. It's like, oh my god, they're coming. What the fuck are we gonna do? I don't know.
DeAno, you know what this means. You know what this means. It means your hat is lying to us.
My hat is old.
My hat never lies to anyone, so...
Well, it kind of does.
Mute him.
Oh, we haven't done that yet this episode. You're so right. Like, I mean, I don't have much of a reason now, honestly, Isaiah, but I'm just going to do it on general principle. Because it's like we're 45 minutes in this episode, and we have not hit you from the broadcast. Why is it not working?
We have a reason. He made fun of my hat.
That fucker! Why is it not working?
I don't know. It's not working for me either.
Oh, fuck. Isaiah figured out a bypass.
No, not really. I just wait till Isaiah lets you kick in.
Damn it!
You're a dumb fuck.
I guess you're safe for today.
No, he's not.
You didn't just kick him, did you?
Yep.
Dude, he can't get back in.
Oh, whoops.
He won't be able to get back in. Fuck up.
Well, it's probably for the best.
Yeah,
I don't even think an invite work is like, I don't think, like, after you get ejected that you actually can get back into the hangout. I honestly don't think that's possible.
Remind me to never say anything about Matt's fedora. You get thrown out completely.
Okay. I guess we have to run the rest of this without Isaiah. We don't have that much more to talk about anyway. It's like the only other major thing that happened was with Sansa. And that's also another huge departure for the books. It's like the whole conversation that she had with Theon. about her brothers Bran and Rickon, because in the book she has absolutely positively no idea that her brothers are still alive.
To be fair, her talking to Theon at all is a big departure from the books.
That's also true. She never saw him again. Yeah, it's like she never not once met Reek.
But yeah, they didn't just mention Bran. They actually mentioned Rickon, who I thought they forgot completely about him. But
yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like at least they mentioned him.
yeah. Now they said last season or something that they weren't going to have Bran at all in the season. I'm wondering if they'll stick to that, or if they'll maybe have a scene with Rickon in the last episode.
Interesting, maybe. It's not impossible.
I mean, I think it'd be cool to see him. I mean, you've got to think that the actors that play those characters are like, okay, we've got a year off. I need to get paid.
Well, one of them's a kid, so I'm pretty sure he's fine on.
Yeah, but what about Hodor?
Hodor.
No, not Hodor. The Waddling woman is with Rickon.
Oh, that's right.
That's her new lover.
What,
I was going to
Rickon?
say, isn't the kid that plays Rickon, isn't he like 20-something?
No.
He will be by the time he comes back.
No, when the first show started, Bran was like fucking, I don't know, 8 years old, and Rickon was even younger than that.
Well, I meant the actor that plays them.
No. I'm pretty sure you're not thinking of the same person.
Maybe.
Rickon is the youngest Stark child.
Oh, you're right. I was thinking of the brother of the brother and his sister. I was thinking of that guy. Never mind.
No, he's dead.
Oh. Shows you how much I pay attention.
Skeleton stabbed that bitch at the season finale last year.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
But okay. No, but no. So that storyline doesn't have any adults in it whatsoever anymore. Fucking Willy Wonka without Willy Wonka.
Hodor's an adult. The Wildling woman is an adult, but we haven't seen her or Rickon.
Oh. Well, we need to play those motherfuckers.
And none of them were adults anyway.
What?
No. Okay, stop talking. Because none of them were ever adults. What the hell are you talking about?
No. The point I was trying to make is that these actors want to make some fucking money. And you're like, well, they're just kids. And it's like, well, yes, except for 2 of them out of 4.
Which 2?
No.
Hodor and the Wildling girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fun.
Don't worry, the Rickon was only signed for 2 seasons.
Oh, it's like they'll probably be back in a big way next season. It's like, here, we're going to go ahead and kick it into wild speculation time. It's like, we got 2 episodes left of the season. What y'all got? Obviously, because you can't really say much.
Jamie's going to make a deal with the devil.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
He's going to make a deal with that prince guy that no one's going to like.
He's going to have to marry someone.
And that one Sand Snake girl, I think she really does have the hots for
Bronn.
Poison Boy. Which, that would be an upgrade for him, so he can't complain. And I think that old man is going to fuck with Jon Snow to a point where somebody's going to let them in without the old man knowing.
Okay.
I know it ain't much of a preview, but that preview did show a little bit, and that old man gave Jon Snow that look like, I ain't letting you back in, bitch. But I could be wrong.
That does remind me of a wild speculation. The Night's Watch kid, I think his name's Ollie.
Yeah, Ollie.
I think he's about to portray someone. I just don't know who.
Oh, really?
He's either going to betray Jon Snow, or he's going to betray the first hunter, or whatever it is, the lead hunter guy.
Alistair Thorne.
Yes, him.
He has a cool name. Why can't anyone ever remember it?
What's that?
He has a cool name. How come no one remembers it?
It is a cool name.
But I think that kid's going to have kind of a major role, or else, in my opinion, they wouldn't spend so much fucking time on this secondary character.
Well, they kind of have to. It's like, I mean, because they fucking invented him for the show, because Lord knows in the books he doesn't exist. So he fucking better be significant.
Yeah, so I think he's going to betray someone. That's just the vibe I got when he was talking to Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Sam was trying to make up for that quick bust of the, oh boy. Are you okay? Because I know I came really fast. He didn't even give her hers.
She's asking him if he's okay.
And then he reversed the same question back to her.
After she freaking did cowgirl, like cowgirl position.
Hold on. Do you think she even knows what a good lay is? You think Craster gave a fuck about foreplay?
Yeah, it's like you kind of have to recall, Lou, that the only sex she's ever had in her life was from dear old dad.
Daddy dearest. Jesus Christ, this show really does portray a lot of inter-family activity.
Yes, it portrays a lot of ick.
You figured that out, did you? Welcome to season 5.
I totally forgot that she was getting fucked by her daddy.
Not
Well,
just her.
I did.
Her and her, like, 24 other sisters. Like, that man had a harem of daughters, which is that's even more disgusting.
Exactly.
He said, why go out and get new meat? I just got my daughters.
Yeah.
Sick freak. All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap things up for this discussion vidcast. As I said earlier, there are 2 episodes of Game of Thrones left, and Geeks Around will be with you every step of the way at youtube.com/geeksandaround. If you have anything for us, you can always shoot us an email at geeksandaround@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail on our message line. That number is 801-609-GOTR. Again, that is 801-609-4687. And as always, we invite and implore you to join the Geeks Around community on Google+. You can find the link for that down in the description for this video right underneath that like button. So until next time, this has been DeAno Jackson with the Geeks Around discussion vidcast for Game of Thrones. We will see you next week for the Dance of Dragons. Peace.
Bye-bye.